What's good, Illumineers? My Lorcana fam out there. AZ Aquaman here with another video for you guys. So we got a deck profile video for today. And last week, I did my updated version of Amber Steel Mufasa because we just got the new sets and stuff, the new toys, the new goodies last week. So I play tested a lot this week, put in all kinds of reps, and just tested a lot with this deck. And I'm very happy with how it is right now. I am gonna take this list to a 5K tourney that I'm going to this weekend. I think it's a pretty solid list and I'm having lots of fun with it. And of course, it's going to be another updated list on my Bolt Mufasa. So this is after all the testing this week and changing some cards around. And I also got asked a few questions here and there about like card choices and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely this is the updated list for my most recent Amber Steel Bolt Mufasa deck. So I'll try to make this short and sweet. Here we go. All right, first up we've got our 1-drops. We have the 4 Cindy's for our 1-drop, and then we have our Daisy Ducks for a 1-drop. So Cindy's my ideal turn 1 drop. Maybe we should put this like this. Cindy is my ideal turn 1 drop, especially if I'm going in blind on who I'm playing against. But a Daisy could be definitely a good turn 1 drop against those slower control decks. But majority of the time, I tend to play Cindy just because she can sing songs and it's just a really good turn 1 play. When you're playing against slower control decks, yes, I suggest to use Daisy turn 1 instead. Daisy's good even if you start out with these two. If I'm going in blind, I tend to still play Cindy turn 1. And then if I have a double Daisy, I might do a double Daisy on my turn 2 curve, or she goes well with the turn 3 curve, doing a 2-1 character on turn 3. So yeah, but majority of the time I tend to do Cindy for a turn 1 drop, unless I'm playing really slow control decks. All right, on to our turn 2 drops. We got quite a handful here. So first up, we've got Shmi. I still think one of the best turn 2 drops in the game. And then, we've got Doc as definitely one of our best draw engines here, because we do tend to blow up our hand because we like to go wider on board. So it is nice to just go wide, play Doc, draw 2 more cards. He's definitely one of the MVPs in the deck. And then Shmi, we don't really need an explanation for Shmi because everyone knows Mr. Shmi. He's just really good turn 2 drop. That's a 3/3 body with 2 questing powers, is really good. And it's a nice target for Rapunzel. All right, I'm going on to some of my favorite turn 2s now, or more turn 2 drops. So bolts and 3 pennies. So the problem I was having before with my old Steel Mufasa build deck that goes wider, I guess, is sometimes I get like a bricky hand where I got too many big characters and my curve's not right, or I have too many uninkable characters. And Bolt just helps so much out with that because he's not the standard character. The other characters where you play him, you draw a card and discard. It's not a one-time use. So as long as Bolt is not damaged, you can keep questing with him and then just filter through some cards. So he helps big time with that now. And on top of that, if you're trying to dig for specific cards, it does matter. You know, he's helped me win games where I'm trying to dig for Rapunzel's to draws. I'm trying to dig for Shmi's to draw. Trying to find answers for bigger character, trying to get, you know, strength of Raging Fire to hit a big character. Like Bolt helps big time filter out some of your bad cards and help dig through some of the cards that you need. Penny I'm very impressed with Penny also. I was kind of skeptic with this card in the beginning, but I really like it. just being able to heal your character for 2 just helps big time. And then the +1 resist, especially combined with like Mr. Shmee, so he doesn't get damage exerted, or even combining it with Calhoun, giving Calhoun healing Calhoun and putting Calhoun at +2 resist is phenomenal. So that is those cards right there. More 2-drops, because I like my 2-drops. So we're still running the Lilos. Why am I still running the Lilos? Because Lilo is good against red, and a very good, where's my rest of my cards? Very good with Bolt. Having Lilo in hand and just having Bolt filter through some cards and then being able to discard Lilo as a discard target feels really nice. So yeah. And then of course we're sticking with 3 Calhouns. I'm down to 3 Calhouns. 3 Calhouns is just perfect. I like 4 Calhouns, it's fine, but I needed to make room for some of the other cards. So Calhoun at 3 is working very good right now. So yeah, there's some, I think that's the rest of my 2-drops here. Yep, so we're going on to the 3-drops. And we're still sticking with the 4 Lawrences, because Lawrence is a good Rapunzel target. Having a 4/4 body stat is very good. That can quest for 2 is very, very good. And just an excellent Rapunzel target, like I said. And he can trade well with things. Next one, we've got 3 Pete's. 3 Pete's. I was running 4. Like I said, I'm trying to make room for other cards now, but 3 Pete's are, they're still the same, you know. They're very good locking down your opponent's action, and having 3 didn't seem like, it didn't seem bad. I was still seeing Pete when I needed to, so 3 to me is perfect. And needing to make more room with other characters and all that stuff, 3 Pete seems to be pretty good. If you have room, I would run 4, but right now 3 seems to be working for me. The addition to the family, which I'm pretty impressed with actually. So I took out my John Silvers, which I was very, very hesitant to do, but now we are running the Jafar, the new Jafar 3-drop. So what this character does is, when you play this character, chosen character gains Challenger +2 this turn. So a lot of our characters aren't beefy at all and can't trade. So when an opponent brings a beefy character, we tend to get trashed by it, you know. And, you know, it's still Calhoun's running around. It sucks that we can't trade, you know, some of our little characters and stuff with Calhoun. But, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so just beefing up some of our characters, and we have some characters here like, you know, a Bolt, that's a 1/3. Doc is a 1/3. Having these guys being able to trade with characters it feels really good. So Jafar gives these guys +2, and then they're basically a 3/3 that turn. So it does help out with like little characters like these that needs to, if you need to trade with other characters. And then also what helps is what I'm really liking, because Maui's a pain in the ass too. So now, you know, we're able to play Jafar, pump up Calhoun, and Calhoun's able to trade with Maui's now. So yeah, oops, I'm very impressed with this Jafar. Trust me, I was super hesitant on removing my John Silver because John Silver has won me games, but through testing, I think we're gonna roll with this Jafar for now and see how I do this weekend. But testing, it's just being able to pump up some of our little characters, especially like even Lilo. Lilo becomes a 3/2 that's able to trade, and then you can just bring her back the following turn. So, and another bonus for Jafar is that 3 stat line. is good. It's the magic number to just run over things or trade with things. And on top of that, he can't be brawled. He can't be, you know, seesawed. And another bonus is he is a 2-quester. So it's good that we get another aggressive quester in the squad here. So that's why I'm liking Jafar right now. So 3 Jafars. Song package didn't change. We still have 4 Storm, 4 Strength. Very good opener with Cindy. Very good answer to bigger characters because we do go wider with our board. Next one up, we've got our 4 Rapunzels. I don't need to really explain about Rapunzel because everyone knows Rapunzel. So main draw engine. And then our other 4 drops here, we're running 3 Svens. For those who don't know what Sven does, is when you play this character, you may ready chosen character. They can't quest or challenge. So Sven just basically saves one of our good characters because it readies them. If you guys notice, I was running Pluto. I was back and forth with this and Pluto, but as of right now, this is testing well. And like I said, this is we're trying to go aggressive, and just having another character with 2 lures that could quest is a big deal. So we're running Sven at 3. And before we put this away, so we run Sven at 3 because one of our major targets here we're running 3 bolts. So what Bolt does is, 1, he shifts 3, so he is nice on that turn 3 curve. When you ready this character, gain 1 lore for each other undamaged character you have in play. And he has that bonus gift here. When you exert him, you may banish chosen illusion character. So, you know, you don't having Bolt around, you don't have to use a song and waste a song to just try to banish a Cobra, because Cobra's pretty big. Cobra's a 4/4, so it's a pretty big character. And just having to exert Bolt and just sniping out a character like that without having to waste our song is very nice. And like I said before, Sven, so I've actually done this. This actually happened. This was pretty badass. So this was what my board looked like. And I was at 9 lore. Yeah, I believe this is how it was. So I was at 9 lore. So I drew my card. I think I drew into a Mufasa. So this is how this went. So remember, I'm at 9 lore right now. So what I did is I quested with Bolt first. So I go to 10. And then I drew a card, and I actually drew into a Sven. So that's another reason why I love this card. Like I said, you guys, like, digging for cards is very important in my opinion, especially with the deck like this, because you don't want to get stuck with like just shitty cards in hand. And just Bolt being able to filter through and dig for cards is so useful. So we were at 9, we quest for 1, we go to 10, we drew a Sven, and I discarded a little Cindy. That puts us at 10. So now I quest out with Bolt, Penny, and Shmi. Puts me at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, okay? So that puts us at 16. And all I did was drop Sven for 4. Readied up my Bolt triggers. And then we gain 4 more lures because we have 4 undamaged characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, was it a Shmi? I don't think it was a Shmi. Oh no, it was a Shmi. I think it was a Shmi. But anyways, it was another 2 questing character. I don't remember if it was a Shmi, but I know it was these 3 at least. But it was another 2 questing character. It might have been a Jafar. But anyways, that's how it went. Let's just say it was a Jafar. This Jafar looks cool. So yeah, so there you go. So yeah, I went from 9 lore to 20 lore in one shot. So we grabbed 11 lores in one shot, and we took the game that way. So, but yeah, that's the kind of synergies Sven puts in with the Bolt. Yeah. All right, so that was just an example I needed to show because that was pretty cool that actually popped off like that. Obviously, it's not going to be like that all the time, but Sven does help, you know, readying up Bolt. Like, even if you go turn 3 curve and shift it on Bolt, quest with Bolt, past turn, if they don't take care of Bolt somehow, that's because it's only turn 3. A 3/5 body's pretty hard to remove on turn 3. So, more than likely, you're going to ready up Bolt. If they don't damage your other characters, you burst into 1 or 2 free lures, and then you quest with those characters again, and then you play Sven turn 4, ready this up, and you'll probably get another burst of 1, 2, 3, 3 or 2 lures that turn, which is crazy. So yeah, Bolt is pretty badass. I'm very impressed with Bolt. All right, and last but not least, you guys already know, we gotta run my boy Mufasa. Now Mufasa's being able to hit Bolt now on that flip is nice because we have other bigger characters now. So Mufasa doing his thing. So that is it for my super updated Bolt Fasa deck. So this is what I'm gonna roll with at the 5K this weekend. Hopefully I do well. If not, oh well, it is what it is. We'll go into the next tournament. But yeah, as of right now through testing, I'm very impressed. I'm very happy with this build right now, and it's just super fun. And I get to use Bolt and Mufasa. Like, that's just extra bonus for me. So, because I really like Bolt as a character, and obviously I'm a big Mufasa fan. All right, guys. Anyways, like I said, I just made that short and sweet. I already did my mulligan phases with my previous video, so I don't think you guys want to see that again. Well, that's that. If you guys like my videos and content, please hit that like and subscribe button. If not, it's all good. I still appreciate you guys watching the vids. All right, till next time.